Root Riders were hit with their third nerf, so I'm updating my Root Rider attack strategy guide because yes, the Root Riders do still work. If they're not working for you, just change up your approach a little bit. Maybe take a look at how I'm doing the attack here. And this is the army that I will be using. You can see the hero pets there as well. Mostly the same as far as the heroes and the hero pets. I did change up the army comp just a little bit. You'll notice we aren't taking quite as many Root Riders as before, and we do have the overgrowth in the comp as well. And if you want, you can take a second overgrowth. I think that's a viable option as well. I would just replace one of the rages with the extra overgrowth for the hero equipment. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So it's going to be pretty much the standard stuff with that as well. However, this isn't the only stuff that'll work. If you want to take like the football with the Barbarian King, that could also work as well. I would replace the Rage Vial. I would never get rid of the Giant Gauntlet on the King. For the Queen, I like the Healer Puppet. You could take the Invis Vial, perfectly good options. I would highly recommend that you keep the Warden equipment as is, unless you're doing some sort of fireball trick. The Healing Tome is going to be your best option, and obviously you don't want to get rid of the Eternal Tome. And then it's going to be the same thing for the Royal Champion. The Haste and the Hogs in this situation is going to be her absolute best bet, but I could see people running the Life Gem for the extra health. Now with all that out of the way, let's jump into some replays. All right, so here we go. It's going to be pretty much the same as it usually was, but we're going to use some Electro Titans on the edges here to set the outside funnel. Before, I was using usually a Root Rider to tank, but now we're doing the Electro Titan. She's a bit tankier. Go ahead and give her one Valkyrie, maybe push her into that corner as well. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, put the Siege Barracks on that corner with the Electro Titan. That's going to get that funnel set pretty well as well. And then here we go. We'll let that go for just a little bit. You don't need to be in too big of a hurry because you don't want things to run out the wrong ways. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get it started. And just full send everything. We do have that. We got some Headhunters in the bag. And here we go. We did lose a couple of Root Riders off to the side there, but not a big deal. Let's go ahead and poison the CC. Up in the freeze. We'll get our first Rage in. Hopefully get us through that Monolith as quickly as possible. Go ahead and get a heal in as well. All right, so far so good. Finally got rid of the CC troops. Let's rage again, going into the backside. Let's go ahead and drop this overgrowth. Get some of that damage off these troops as they work through the middle. Let's get the RC in down here on the bottom side. Freeze that. All right. We do have all that stuff on the top side. We're going to hang on to this for now. It would have been nice to hold on to one of the freezes, but I think we're going to be all right here. We'll just let things slowly work their way through. That overgrowth will be wearing off shortly, so this is where it could be nice to have a second overgrowth. Kind of keep that damage off the troops as they continue to work around, but we're going to go ahead and engage that Town Hall here very shortly. So let's rage here. That'll open up the walls. The King will be able to move in. No, just kidding. The King's going to go do his own thing. We're going to pop the RC instead. She'll move through the Town Hall. That's still going to leave the King pretty healthy here. We'll pop the Queen's ability. She's got the healers coming in clutch here on the back side. Can the Rage keep her alive? Maybe. Maybe not. And drop the Skelly spell. Do a little bit of distracting. Try to keep that RC up. And I think we got it. As long as we can hang on to the King's ability for this scattered compartment, then everything's going to be fine. We still have an Electro Titan. We still have Queen, RC, Warden. I mean, RC is low. She is going to go down soon, but this is going to be a 3-star. Just got to let everything work its way around. We do still have a P.E.K.K.A. up as well from the Siege Barracks, which is why that Siege Barracks is super nice. Having those two P.E.K.K.A.s is incredibly helpful. All right, let's go ahead and pop this King's ability just to kind of move this along because this is crushed, and then we'll get into another replay. There we go, eventually gets through the wall. And there we have it. All right, here's another base. This is actually one that causes people a lot of problems, and as much as I like the Siege Barracks, we're going to go with the log launcher on this one here. So the point of the log launcher is to trigger both Invis towers in the core of the base, and that's going to be the idea there. Let's actually go... Probably go from the top of this base. We'll have to engage the CC relatively early. Trying to decide if I want to do that or go for the Eagle Artillery. Let's go for the Eagle Artillery. It's going to be a little less spicy down there. So let's go ahead and use the Electro Titan here. All right, Electro Titan there. This is going to set our final couple of Valkyries. And then here we go. Log Launcher, Queen, Warden. All right. Full send. Oh, I didn't even realize the enemy King was right there. He actually just annihilated my cleanup troops. That's unfortunate, to say the least. Alright. Pop the Warden's ability. We got the Invis towers in the core going off. Root Riders are going to go either left or right, which is not really a big deal. We do have the log launcher still moving through the core of the base. And what we can do is overgrowth right here and push those roots back to the middle, because we do want to get the town hall down early on this attack. There's the freeze. There's the last invis going off, and here we go. We'll drop that heal in. Let's go ahead and get him another freeze. All right, we got everything moving on the left side. It's not looking too bad. Drop Skelly over there. Let's rage away from that. I am out of freezes, which is unfortunate, especially with these troops coming out. But let's go ahead and get the RC from the top side to kind of help out up there. I think everything died. All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but we got the queen on the right side. So have the king's ability. I mean, it's even though everything's gone, it's not looking horrible. Let's go ahead and rage the RC and the hogs and get through that top stuff. Going to be a lot more important there. Get the healers out for the queen. She's going to lose them pretty quick, though. I mean, that was not a well-executed attack. That was sloppy on my part. I did a bang-up job on this one, but it still works, and that's the point. If I can do it, you guys can absolutely still do this, because I am not the greatest attacker. But even on that base, which is an absolute nightmare, it's given us 1 stars over and over again in our clan wars and in our CWL, but we were able to get it down. I do like getting the town hall down early on these ones, even though usually you want to leave the town hall up for later. But there we go, another triple on the board with the 3 times nerfed Root Riders. All right, for the last attack replay of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do my CWL hit. So let's go ahead, hop in, and see how this goes. All right, interesting base here. Let's go ahead and start off with the Root Rider at the bottom side, Electro Titan, and we want to hit the other side as well. So we've got some funneling. Send a couple of Valks. That Electro Titan's going to the outside. Make sure we get that funnel set. And here we go, full send right down the middle. We got the King, Warden, Apprentice Warden, Queen. Sure. All right, Siege Barracks as well. Pop Warden's ability, Single Inferno. We don't have as many Root Riders, so we definitely don't want the Single Infernos to zap those. Double Rage into the core. We're going to overgrowth the Town Hall area for now, but leave the Eagle uncovered. That way it can go down here shortly. There we go. Perfect. Poison freeze the super minions here. All right, so far so good, I think. Send this RC on the left side. Kind of help out over there, because that's where all the Root Riders are heading, and we can kind of redirect them back into the Town Hall once that overgrowth does wear off. We need to save this last rage spell for that reason as well. All right. I mean, it's not looking too bad here. There's the overgrowth wearing off. There's the rage. Sure. Queen walking on that right side over there. We do have the King's ability. We'll save it for now. And there we go. Finally, the Root Riders do open up to the Town Hall, so the King will be able to move in there and help get that down. All right. There's the King's ability. Queen's still doing good. This is looking pretty good. There's not really much left on defense. We still have Queen's ability and RC's ability in the bag. King needs to get out of that tornado, but I do believe we've got this one under control. All right, pop that RC's ability, get through the last few defenses, and there we have it. I mean, that was pretty smooth. That was not terribly difficult. So, again, the Root Riders are doing pretty well, and we were able to show it off here in the CWL. There we go. 3 stars on the board. So yeah, if you guys are still struggling with the Root Riders after the nerf, trying to get your 3 stars, I would recommend giving this army a try. The link for the army, of course, is down in the description below if you just want to copy it from that. Either way works. If you do use it, let me know how it does for you. Hopefully it does help you out. That's going to be it for this video. I do hope you found it helpful. If you did, I do appreciate if you hit subscribe down below so you catch my next videos as well. But in the meantime, if you're interested in seeing even more Root Rider attacks after the nerf, I recommend checking out this video right here.